America's Ivy League, myth or reality? Harvard, Yale, and the 6 other universities that make up America's Ivy League are much respected, but are they the best? We separate the facts from the fiction. Myth or reality? Ivy League universities are the best in the world.
Actually, the 8 private universities in the northeast of the USA, known as the Ivy League, aren't even the best in America. According to the QS World University Rankings, the only Ivy League university in the top 10 is Harvard at number 5. There are 2 other U.S. universities above it, the top-ranked Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, and, in third place, California's Stanford University, the greenhouse of many a billion-dollar Silicon Valley business. Britain's Cambridge and Oxford universities also rank higher than Harvard, 2nd and 4th respectively. As for the rest of the Ivy League, they mostly come in the 2nd decile. And one, Dartmouth, is 205th in the world. Some are the best in specific areas, however, Harvard in law and business studies, or Yale in economics and the arts. But the rise of the digital society has benefited more tech-based educational establishments. Even so, a degree from an Ivy League university is impressive on anybody's CV.
Myth or reality? It's difficult to get a place at one.
No doubt about this one. Only 4 to 5% of candidates get places at Ivy League universities, so the competition is intense. They don't just look at your academic grades either. A lot of emphasis is put on your extracurricular activities. And that doesn't just mean showing you can play a musical instrument or are good at sport. They expect candidates to demonstrate exceptional qualities, doing voluntary social work, or starting some kind of organization while they were at school. They're looking for well-rounded individuals. When you apply, you have to prepare a statement of purpose, in written or in video form, in which you present yourself and explain why they should accept you as a student. Our tip? Forget modesty. It's all about selling yourself.
Myth or reality? They are very expensive.
On the one hand, absolutely. Tuition fees at Ivy League universities are now between $50,000 and $60,000 a year, up to 4 times the cost of most other American universities. Plus, there are the day-to-day living costs of rent and so on. But not everyone pays the tuition fees because these universities, which are private organizations, have enormous capital wealth and offer numerous scholarships. Harvard, for instance, has a $53 billion endowment fund, which enabled it to offer students $597 million in financial aid and scholarships in 2021. At Yale, approximately 63% of undergraduate students received financial aid in 2021. Even for those who pay the full tuition fees, there is a good financial logic for going to an Ivy League university. Graduates generally earn 29% more than those who graduate from other U.S. universities.
Myth or reality? They are elitist.
Yes and no. The reason that these universities are so rich is that they often receive charitable gifts of money from wealthy Americans. Those gifts often come on the understanding that the donor's children will have easy access to a place at the university. This perpetuates an elite class of Americans who, generation after generation, study at the same universities and remain at the top of the economic pyramid. While this practice is officially no longer legal, it still happens in subtle ways. On the other hand, rich universities can offer free tuition to many brilliant students from modest backgrounds. Perhaps the stronger form of elitism happens after you graduate from an Ivy League university. They all maintain strong alumni networks that give students access to better job opportunities than somebody from an ordinary university. The Ivy League, traditionally, look after their own.